The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, Heckma Harrison, and Newey Scruggs.
Players Lounge. Let's ride.
What's happening?
Let's ride.
It's truly the Players Lounge in here.
What's up, dog?
Hey, man, I'm just happy to see you, Danny McCray.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Happy to be here, man. Goodness.
Okay, Heckma Harrison.
Can't get in here.
Good to see
Oh,
you.
now I'll see it.
Very
Okay.
church.
All right.
Good to see you.
2 times. Big bump.
Merely Newey Scruggs.
I got myself.
We good.
We good?
What's up, dog? You
Hey, man.
No, he clean today. I
Oh,
like
yeah,
it.
okay,
I
all right,
like
you
it.
like
I
that,
seen him.
okay,
I seen him
all
earlier.
okay.
Like,
You got the church approval, huh? The
That
stamp
thing's
of
clean.
approval, Barry?
I have an event to do today.
No, them things
Okay,
clean though.
all right,
No, them
good.
things clean. I like them.
Moderating a book signing
Oh, all
for
right.
a guy.
He's booked.
He's booked.
No
He's
pun
booked.
intended.
It's about
Business
black
is booming.
quarterbacks. It's about black quarterbacks. The book's called Rocket Men, written by John Eisner. And so he's in town tonight, and so they asked me to come moderate his book. And so read the book. I'm a big fan of reading it. And it was just a tremendous story about how black quarterbacks, just how I was talking to Tony Dungy about the book on Sunday in San Francisco. Tony Dungy led the Big Ten in passing, and he was in Minnesota. Immediately, Steelers took him like D-back. And it was like he had a choice. Do you go straight to the CFL, or do you go play in the NFL, switch positions? And he switched positions, became a defensive back, played with Heckman's uncle, Joe Green, on Super Bowl 13, and ended up after that going to San Francisco. But, yeah, he's one of those guys that says, man, if I'd have had a shot, what could I have done? Friday, I did a panel with Vince Young, and I truly do believe this. When I look at Vince Young and I look at Lamar Jackson, I think very similarly of the players and their abilities. I think Vince Young was about 10 years too early, because you bring in Lamar from Louisville. They're like, okay, what did you do at Louisville? Let's cater this to you. And with Vince Young being out there,
Tennessee could not run that.
It wasn't
Jeff
it.
Fisher and Norm Chow weren't trying to do that. So the book talks about that evolution. And literally, I don't know how some of these gentlemen played in the NFL with the indignities that they went through.
Is that what Moon did? Did Moon? Is that why he went over to the?
Took the words right out of my mouth. That's a guy that's probably the poster child for that, and probably the end of that era of black quarterbacks being underestimated out of college. Because Warren Moon shouldn't have had to go to the CFL, win championships, do all that he did. I mean, he had a whole career before he even got to the NFL, and he had a hell of a long NFL career. So think about all the years that he wasted having to play in the Canadian League. And look, a lot of the same things are true today, I feel like, except for they changed the wording. They changed the wording. It's code. You hear it. It's just like what you're hearing right now for my man Jackson in Baltimore. I mean, not that
Athletic.
He's running, one-dimensional, and all of those things. When, quite frankly, his guys are dropping balls, But anyway, man, it's just the plight of the black quarterback, and that's dope.
So Dungy had talked about Warren Moon. They were in college at the same time. So, he's looking at Moon over here in the Pac-12, and they ended up winning and going to a Rose Bowl. And then Tony Dungy's team didn't make the Rose Bowl. He's like, wait a minute, tell me that guy can't play? And as you talked about, heck, he won 5 Grey Cup championships, which is the Super Bowl up there in the CFL, and then finally got to the league. But you go back and you look at the draft in which Mitchell Trubisky was taken as the first overall quarterback in that draft.
Deshaun Watson was in
Mistakes
there.
were made.
So not only
Have been.
when Bill
Currently.
when Bill Parcells was here, Bill talked about a number of things that you were looking for a quarterback. And my thing was like, Mitchell had 13 starts. I watched enough Carolina football to know he couldn't beat out the dude in front of him. They kept trying to give him the job. He couldn't do it. 13 starts. They go to the Sun Bowl. They go play in the Sun Bowl.
Who they play?
Stanford, I think, got beat.
Okay.
I think they got beat.
By Stanford, okay.
And so all of a sudden, Mitchell Trubisky shoots up, becomes the top quarterback taken. And then the teams who passed on, Watson was the third guy, despite winning the national championship game for Clemson and playing in the national championship game twice. He was the third quarterback taken. He went 12. Cleveland passed on him twice. Now you're paying him all this money. You had the opportunity to take this dude 2 times, and you said no. Patrick Mahomes was taken 10th.
That's crazy.
And so when you think about Mitchell Trubisky, and by the way, the teams who passed on Mahomes, who passed on Watson, San Francisco, Jacksonville, the Jets. I mean, the Jets, no offense to Jamal Adams, a local kid, but you taking a safety over a quarterback?
Never.
It's wild. And that was kind of one of the things, Heckman, where they talked about how much have things changed at times. So anyway, a really good book. So I'm going to go out there and talk with him in Dallas. And it was a great education for me. I've told the guys, like, man, this should be a college seminar. Because just a lot of the things that you just don't know about the game of football and the way the mentalities are. But they also celebrate the fact that a guy like Dak Prescott has been able to get himself, the kind of contract he's had. That Mahomes is not able to just get that $500 million contract, but then become a pitchman for things as well. So
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And just the whole, I mean, at one point in time, remember the Cowboys had 3 black quarterbacks. It was Anthony Wright, Quincy Carter, and what was the third guy? It was Banks. Banks was here.
Oh, he's talking about Dak Prescott, Jamil Showers, and
Forgot about Jay Showers out here.
I forget him because they moved him to DB. Gave him the Dungey treatment.
Where Eddie Matt safety.
I'm trying to keep you around. So,
Showers is
look at
saying
here. Special teams wants you. Try that one.
That man backpedaling ball.
That's so insulting. That's cold blooded.
My bad. I like Shaw. He a good dude.
He good piece, man.
But say if you want to stay around,
Try to get that help get the pension, man.
you better start backpedaling.
Cowboys.
Yeah, good feet.
Back at it today here at the Star. We are at the Star. Here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos. So Peyton Hendershot, tight end, is going to the reserve injured list here. Sean McEwen is signed to the practice squad, so you look for Sean to come up. Rashawn Evans, the linebacker, Roll Tide from Alabama. He's now officially on the practice squad.
Why you pointing at me?
He's
Point over there. You Roll Tide point at me. You acting like heck now. You didn't. So you didn't point at me?
No, that's me pointing.
Nah,
at you.
no.
Check the tape. Check the tape. I went like that.
It ain't there yet.
Like
We
that.
following you, Newy. Go ahead.
Man.
So wait, practice squad was.
And Deshaun Wright designated to return. So,
Hey,
All right.
now Sean Wright, that's a big one right there.
Yes, I was talking about C.J. Goodwin yesterday.
Yeah.
So all hands on deck with special teams.
Yeah,
Exactly.
They need it. They need it. Like we said yesterday, when you're looking at guys who can kind of fill in, not be what CJ was, but at least you don't see that big of a drop off. I think Deshaun Wright is one of those guys.
And then you talk about the cornerback position. At one time, this was the deepest unit, I think, on the whole entire squad outside of the defensive line. Now you look at it, thankfully Deshaun's going to be coming back because they're one injury away from, having to put one of those safeties at the slot corner or having to put one of them safeties outside. So it's a good thing he's coming back, man.
And you was questioning, I think for me, I was questioning Deshaun Wright whether he's going to make the team in the summer because of all the talent that they had. And obviously Kelvin Joseph departs, and still even with Gilmore and Diggs, you had to figure out what were you going to do with the rest of those guys. I mean, what's up your guy, McCormick?
Yeah.
His injury, how impactful it's been on the secondary, him being out. He showed you those flashes, but we haven't even been able to just tap into his talent.
Listen, it's gonna be a test. It's gonna be a test. But you brought up Kelvin Joseph. I'm gonna say this: aren't we glad for defensively that we don't have to go through that experiment again like we did last season?
Oh God!
Where Jackson, it was like, all right, well, who are we gonna fill in at this point? We're gonna give Kelvin Joseph another shot. And we all been sitting here with our hands up like, all right, dog.
Here it comes.
All right, dog. So there's not the team you want to do that against. I do worry because if you have to get out there on the field as a backup or a replacement against this type of team, with Kellen Moore's coming out here and they're gonna throw the ball, man, they circling somebody. Somebody getting circled, and you don't want to be that guy.
Who is that somebody?
He's circling
somebody gonna get the pin to tail on the dunk.
Somebody. You gonna see the matchup. If you see him taking turns on somebody, then hey, that's the guy.
Hey, the commentators always come on in the middle of the game and be like, "Yeah, we talked to them about this, and they said they wanted to attack this guy."
Throw them all on blast, like man.
And it
Highlighted this guy.
Wait till the second quarter. You're like, oh yeah, all right, we know now.
Justin Herbert told us he really liked Kelvin Joseph. That's right there. So he's gonna look for. They were looking to spotlight Keenan Allen. He kind of saw what Aaron Rodgers did and said, "Oh yeah, Pro Bowl time, Pro Bowl number time."
This is the matchup they want.
Can I ask y'all a question real quick though? Is this the game where you would have either Bland or Gilmore kind of travel with a Keenan Allen? Because they put him all over the place. He's never just in one side of the field. He's never outside or inside. He's both of them. So is this the game where you travel somebody, or are you just a unit? As a unit, let's shut it down as a unit.
Here you go, and I'm gonna stand on this, okay? I still have the ultimate faith in Deron Bland. All right, as a cornerback. I'm with you now. I don't want to be traveling Gilmore all over the place. We haven't really seen like that much of a difference between one side and the other since Trayvon Diggs has been out for us to say, okay, if we travel Stephon over with Keenan Allen, it's going to make that much of a difference. I'm going to give Deron Bland an opportunity to be where the ball is being thrown because that gives him the best chance to do what he does best. And get a turnover.
That's true.
They didn't travel him. They didn't travel him with Debo. They didn't travel him with Ayuk. They didn't do any of that last time. And you saw what happened. Keenan.
What did it matter?
Some deep zones, bro. You saw them cover 2 zones, man.
And that's the thing, though. Yeah. When you don't have a Diggs, does that take away from a DQ defense that love to play man to man? That's what they were known for, choking people out.
I'm just going to agree with you that his impact, his absence has had more of an impact that you would have predicted. And coming up against Justin Herbert, I have that question, like, who is he going to target? There's so much to look at. That's why we talked about Monday, the safety positions. Like, man, we saw the tight ends eating. I don't think you have the same tight end that's going to eat like that.
No, I don't think Everett's going to. Yeah, he ain't going to do that.
You're not going to have that, but I think you have some matchups with Keenan Allen that you may have to, like, pay closer because he's like that. I mean, he's like that. I don't know if we worry about TCU's own Quentin Johnson the same way, but he's a rookie that we figured like he'd have big playability. So this offense, we know what Kellen Moore is going to do. He's going to stretch him. Dan Quinn.
Listen, I know you said not the same type of tight end. The difference between Kittle and Everett is they're going to line him up at number 1. They're going to line him up like a receiver, and you're going to have to treat him like a receiver when you go out there in your formation, whatever, base or nickel or dime. You likely are going to have to put a nickel on him or whoever your best cover safety is, and then you're going to see if he because they're going to throw him the ball out there, and you're going to have to see if you can cover it or not. And if you can't, they're going to continue to throw it to him.
If you're implementing a game plan this whole week, which Dan Quinn is, like, obviously Keenan Allen to me is the one player that I look at is like, we can't let this guy burn us for 150. But is there anybody else that has that?
Eckler's coming back.
That's the guy.
Eckler's coming back this week. So, I mean, that's another guy you got to kind of keep your eyes on. And let's not, forget about the injury to Van Der Esch. I mean, this is a guy who was playing well this season, and he's kind of that quarterback of the defense, especially in that front seven. He gets everybody lined up and going in the right direction. So, when you talk about playing more zones coverage versus, this type of outfit, when you're talking about offensively, that's a guy in the middle of the field that was holding things down. So that's something that, we can't overlook the injury of Van Der Esch either.
Eckler and Allen, but you cannot let Everett get loose. You cannot, because they really try to get him the ball. His numbers don't say that he's an integral part of the offense. Yeah. But when they get in those situations to where, all right, we're trying to really stretch out the defense and they extend them out from the tackle, you got to treat that like a passive formation. I think you're gonna have to see Dan Quinn adjust to what they're trying to do on off because he's not a blocking guy.
Do you still trust Wilson and Curse?
To start.
To start.
I mean, till you see something different. I mean, listen, the game was different. That was a game. All right, it was a game.
Bud Crawford, man.
It was a game.
Bud over there.
It was a game. So I don't know. I trust him, but he know more about covering than I do.
It's going to be a tough matchup. But once again, like you said, they're not going against Shanahan and the 49ers. Even though that's my guy, Kellen Moore out there, he's not at the level of a Shanahan. So you're not going to see as much distractions and eye candy like they saw last week and had these guys distracted and playing slow. I don't think you'll see that too much of that. But they will try to push the football down the field. So as much as we're talking about coverage-wise, that front seven has got to come to play. We got to see, Parsons and D-Law, the ones that we saw the first 2 weeks of the season, if they want any shot. Because if they give Herbert time back there, it's going to be a long day or a long night, Monday night. So it's going to be a tough one.
I'm good. I'm just reminiscing on the last night game we had. God, dog. And I'm just remembering you at the game and giving us updates. And that was the most active the text message group had been in a while.
The chain was real.
I will not do that.
Just count to 30.
I won't.
Count to
You going back out to LA?
Good.
You going back out to LA?
No.
Oh, you ain't going? Okay.
Oh, well, you can't do that.
I'll be in Houston.
Yeah. You can.
Okay.
I'll be in Houston.
I might go to. Oh, I know, sidebar. I might go to a game next week, though. They play here, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, something like that? Houston versus the Rangers?
I know nothing about baseball.
I mean, me neither, but I know I'm from Houston.
From Pittsburgh?
I know nothing. I ain't going to lie to you, man.
What's your baseball team name?
Pirates.
Okay, all right. At least you know
that. That's it. That's it.
So you never been to a baseball game?
I've been to them, but it's like, man.
So you just there eating hot dogs and
chilling.
drinking beer?
That's it.
Barry Bonds, Bobby Bonilla.
See, I know more about Barry and San Fran than Pittsburgh.
Oh,
it's just,
man.
So it's like,
You like Troy Aikman. You can't name 4 Pirates.
No, other than I'm telling you, Clemente, Barry, now that you told me. Cat with the dreads, I think his name was McCutcheon or something. I mean, that's it. That's all I got for you.
Did you guys see what Troy did on Monday Night Football?
No.
He was talking to Joe Buck.
Oh, Joe Buck trashed him, man.
And he said,
got him.
how about my Rangers?
What did he say?
So Troy said, how about my Rangers? And then Joe Buck said, and he was playing around. I got $100 that says you can't name 4 Rangers.
Killed him right on TV. Pew, pew, pew.
Troy said, I used to like it better in the fall when you weren't here. When Joe was doing baseball for Fox. And so on that.
So he really could.
No.
Don't ask me. I'm just telling. Don't try to pull one of them. Go Astros, baby. Go Astros.
Can you name 4 Astros?
Go Astros.
Man, that's wild. Though.
Like I said, I might go to the game.
You know the manager.
There you go. Here you go.
You know the manager, though.
I literally just said, don't ask me nothing about the
Wait a minute.
Astros. I don't watch baseball.
Wait a minute. You got to know the manager.
Why do I got to know him? What's his name? Muhammad Ali?
Go to break now.
Man,
Is it Dusty Baker?
was
Was that right? Was that
The black guy.
Let's go. This is the new generation.
Let's go.
Black kids gave up on baseball.
What is
They
going
gave up
on?
playing. They gave
We used
up.
to know the count of every black person that was in everything.
I played T-ball for 2 months. I knew baseball wasn't for me. Don't nothing interest me about baseball or golf except when my city winning or my school.
Yeah, but you pound your chest for the Astros.
I'm from Houston. I pound my chest for any Houston team that's doing good.
Oh, man.
Wow.
He know
What do you mean?
You just leave your Pirates alone. You don't even do that.
No, I have to say it like it is.
I figured-
Pirates,
I figured
Penguins.
Barry Bonds, Barry Church. That's why I said that. I figured
If you ain't grow up watching it, not interested in it like that, it's hard for you to keep up with who these people are. I don't know. I like hockey. I'm a root for the Dallas Stars. Okay, I couldn't name one of them.
Penguins, let's go.
Wayne Gretzky. That's the hockey player I know. That's just what it is.
Man.
Mike, you ever heard of Mike Madonna?
Never heard of him.
You never heard of Mike Madonna?
Jamie Benn?
I never heard of that guy either. So
I don't know anybody but Wayne Gretzky. Ask me about tennis. I know Serena. That's it.
Venus, right?
Look at him. Y'all got people telling us. Yeah, I know Dusty Baker. Thank you, bro. You texted me too late. You should have texted me a little faster than that.
Dusty B out here.
Yo, people back in A-Style like, come on, D. Don't mess this up.
Let's go to break,
Don't
man.
mess this up.
Let's go to break, man.
Houston's finest, Danny McCray in the house. You and Aikman need to get together.
Man, let's go to break, man.
Players Lounge.
Haters.
DallasCowboys.com radio.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Hi, I'm Danny McCray, Dallas Cowboys alumni player here with Smoothie King. And Smoothie King wants to ask you, what's that sound? That's the sound of you and everyone else absolutely loving new smoothie bowls from Smoothie King. And woo, me too. These smoothie bowls start with acai and pitaya and are handcrafted with fresh toppings like sliced bananas, sweet berries, crunchy Purely Elizabeth granola, and a savory peanut butter drizzle. New smoothie bowls, only at Smoothie King, the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys.
To kick off the 2023 NFL season, Hugo Boss teamed up with the NFL and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection featuring hoodies, crews, t-shirts, polos, joggers, and more. The bold, unique apparel of the Boss NFL collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, at HugoBoss.com, and at Boss Retail Stores. #Be your own boss.
We got big personalities. We got big hair, big belt buckles. We got fans all across this big state and enemies in every other one. We even got a big star on the 50-yard line. Smirnoff knows football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks home or away, we rally together. We cry together, and we always rally cry together because, most of all, we got big love for them boys. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly.
Back to the Players Lounge.
The most action-packed motorsport experience in the world returns to Arlington. Head to AT&T Stadium this Saturday, October 14th for Monster Jam. Tickets are available now at SeatGeek.com, the official ticketing provider of AT&T Stadium.
Hey, Heckman Harrison, appreciate you.
Used to love to go to those with my son, man. Monster Jam.
Monster
That
Jam.
was the best.
You know the drivers?
Hey, no.
You can't No.
I'm just asking. You say you used to love to go.
The grave digger.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember that one.
Know that.
Yeah, I know WWF. I know that. Now, come on, let's go. Yeah. Shout out to I still might be at the game.
There it is.
Cheering on
There it is.
Cabrera.
Just looking.
Nah.
That's how I be.
Watching the sporting event. What's wrong with them?
And that's how he go get right up, like right behind home plate. You know they go like right there.
Do you have an Astros jersey or shirt and thing?
I don't have a Cowboys jersey except the one that I wore.
I just asked.
Speaking of, dog.
Okay. He's Barry Church. That's Heckman Harrison. Danny McCray. I'm Louis Scruggs. Players Lounge brought to you by Tostitos. Okay. All right. Back to football.
Yeah. Back to football.
What's going on?
Well, the Players Lounge be off the chain, man.
You ain't lying about that. You ain't lying about that.
Boy, I tell you.
Bro, let me tell you something. If you've been listening to podcasts all day today, then you should feel real good when you finally get to the Players Lounge, okay? Because we're going to talk about something totally different all over the place. And we going to always bring it back to football.
Go around there. We're going to bring it back.
We're going to
Somehow. It's going to come
back around.
Somehow.
But we just a little bit extra.
Yo, it is. You walk in here, you don't know what you're going to get.
You might get Nate, Holly might say something to
The last 2 days, I've been hazed coming in.
Hey, that's why you couldn't wait to do that. I said, don't ask me. He said, I started asking all the questions. I thought you was my friend. I thought you was my brother, man. I thought you was my brother.
I love you, man. I just want to know. I mean, you was all diehard Houston. I mean, you was all, I'm like, oh, you must be a Stros fan. But, I mean, normally people that talk that strong about their city know something about the team a little bit. But
he talk about Kellen Moore and Justin Herbert like he from Cali. Like, as a matter of, and then they come.
But this is a pride thing on him. This is a personal Barry Church. So he hasn't held. This went back before you joined the show.
Okay.
So he, for some reason, latched on to Justin Herbert and thought Herbert was better than Joe Burrow. We were sitting here standing strong in Joe Burrow. At that point in time, Herbert was a little bit ahead. But then Joe ends up going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
My man's trying to hold strong the whole way like Joe wasn't that guy.
Like next year. Just wait till next year.
Oh, my God. Just let it play out, right?
Yeah.
That's how my guy. Let it play out, right?
So then, finally he got a little bit humble, but he's still holding on to this thing about Justin
Y'all acting
Herbert.
like this is just a crazy out of this world. Like I'm saying Garoppolo is better than Burrow. I mean, it ain't too crazy now.
But you were wrong.
Because, I mean, the man went to an AFC and he went to the Super Bowl. And I said it. Didn't I say on air? I was
That's
like,
the
hey,
separator.
he's up right now.
That's the
and I
separator.
said it on air. He's up right. But let's not act like, my man, it's a new year now. And, let's just act like, let's not act like it's crazy.
It changed
Let's not act like that's crazy.
So, Heckman, now Kellen Moore, his guy, is with his quarterback, and so he's determined to be right.
Yeah.
It's basically, it's like, don't let Justin Herbert show up in Las Vegas at the Super Bowl because this man is
He gonna
ready.
stand on the table.
He
That's gonna
knows.
be his moment.
He knows.
No, I know.
That's why he's still up 20 off the plane eating tasty cakes. He know exactly how Barry Church
Hey,
feels.
hold up. Why you bringing
He know
up?
exactly how he feels.
Hold up, bro.
And let's
Wait a
not act
minute,
like
man.
this is like I'm just
Wait a
coming off
minute.
the top rope with this.
No.
I'm just sitting
What
over
did I
here
have to
minding
go
my
through the
business.
first 2 weeks of this season?
Oh.
What did I have to go through?
You
Let's
talking
not
about-
act like
you
I'm
talking
just.
about Daniel Jones?
I'm talking about you see what he did with that offense? Oh my goodness! You see what he did? Oh,
Barry,
he got 15
Nah, you
plus.
gotta
Oh
stop,
my goodness! Situational. We're like, yeah, come on, man. Like I have to deal with all that.
Your QB game on this show has been wrong.
One guy. One guy.
Was it Garrett Gilbert?
Yeah.
Double G. That
Lost
was
money
it.
on that?
That was it.
Who
else?
So here was the thing on Garrett Gilbert. We were talking about the backup quarterback. He gonna swear up and down Garrett Gilbert's gonna beat out Cooper Rush, and then we put a bet on it, and then he lost. Then
And I owned up. Like I said,
You paid right on.
I seen it. I seen it.
I if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
And now
but I don't feel like I'm wrong in this.
Tell me this. Who has the better game? Of course, I know what you're gonna say. This week, okay, bounce back game from my man Dakota Prescott, or does he get out-dueled by Justin Herbert in California on Monday night?
That's a tough one.
Who has the better game?
That's a tough one.
That ain't tough. You already know who you're going with.
We're looking at one of the worst defenses in all of football right now.
Who got?
It's a simple question.
Who has the better game?
It's tough. Let me marinate on it a little bit.
If you ask me Joe Burrow versus Dak Prescott right now, who got the better game? If we go play Cincinnati, I'm saying without a doubt Joe Burrow.
But that's because Cincinnati's defense
Why you on the fence, man?
Why you on the defense is good.
Like, look at your hands. See how your hands move?
Oh, I'm definitely on the fence right now because I'm like, I don't know. That defense is God.
Will we know tomorrow?
It's God.
Will you be able to tell us tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay,
I'll let you know.
All right.
I just got marinated on it for a second,
But you know what? I agree. I agree with you with just looking at just the eyeball test. Joe Burrow's the better quarterback. Like, don't get it twisted. He's the better quarterback.
He's real.
Just the way he moves the pocket, the way he delivers, all of that. But after that, if he's number one, Patrick Mahomes number two, and even without a playoff win, Herbert is number three.
Well, I didn't put Joe above Pat, so I'm not.
No. I'm talking about just. I'm just talking about. We asked yesterday, what's your top five?
Gotcha,
you know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, just based off of what Joe Burrow's the truth.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's that dude.
Absolutely.
But I'm going.
And Herbert's up there, bro.
It's right there.
We talk about top five, so I'm putting. He's definitely top five.
But when you start mentioning who won, like winning, who's winning,
that's what puts him above, in my opinion. That's what puts him above.
Who's your five?
Man, it's crazy. That's crazy. All right, top five for me is number one, Joe Burrow. Number two, Patrick Mahomes. Number three, Justin Herbert. Number four, Josh Allen. Number five, Jalen Hurts. That's top five.
That's
a solid five, man. I mean, Lamar ain't even in there, you know.
Not there. Lamar not there.
Tua.
Lamar not there. Tua not. I agree with your list.
I'm just saying, based off the fact that Hurts has been to a Super Bowl.
So this is body of work list. This ain't like this year.
No. I'm talking about body, just who he is, what he's doing on his team, the type of he's top five.
No, that's a solid list. Yeah,
playing right now, yes. I agree with that. Based off this year, I got knocking on the door, my man Jared Goff. Just talking about body work.
Is that six?
Yeah. No, just knocking on the door somewhere 6'7". There's some interchangeability there, but yeah, he's
playing well.
Yeah. Couple more games like he's doing right now, having Detroit winning in because you forget that it's Detroit. He'd be like Dan Campbell. Don't no quarterback want to go to Detroit.
No,
them boys out there balling. Was it St. Brown?
Yeah,
they out there doing their thing because Jared Goff was out there playing well and also been to the Super Bowl.
We gonna forget Matthew Stafford like that?
He's top 10. Like, he's top 10, not top 5.
Right now?
He's playing well right now.
Man, my man. Listen, you know how I feel about injuries.
Offensive line.
I ain't putting no trust in Matt Stafford because at the drop of a dime, this dude could elbow, back, knee, neck, everything. So I'm
gonna hold off on him a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on him.
Well, we're gonna see him in 2 weeks, so
I appreciate
what
Jared Goff is doing in Detroit more than I do that what Stafford is doing in LA because they shipped him out. They shipped Jared Goff out for Stafford, and Goff went down there to Detroit, and now they making Detroit.
But Stafford did win a Super Bowl.
He did.
He's got no offensive line. They don't have a lot of talent. The man is making Puka Nacua a star out here.
I don't want to know about the offensive line. Joe Burrow did it without one. You already said he had one of the worst offensive lines in the league. They went to the AFC Championship.
Right. So Burrow was done. I'm sitting up here looking, man, to have Matt Stafford out here, not even mention the man's name.
That's top five. You asked top five, man. We ain't go no further than that.
Who you got?
Well, I'm kind of with Heck on his list. About the same, you got you got to put Burrow, you got to put not Herbert, Mahomes up at the top, and then right over there you got Herbert and them boys coming. So that's a solid list. But with all these quarterbacks you throwing out there, is Dak top 10?
That was my next question.
Dak is 10.
He's 10. He's right. So
he's 10, and it is more. As longer the season goes, if this offense is playing like this, it's
a decline. It's a decline
because we're looking at the production. We're looking at a player that, like right now, this offense is not doing this man any favors. It's not good.
I mean, if we just going based off this year, no. Are you serious? He got 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. C.J. Stroud out there in Houston playing. Yeah, I mean, just based off of this year, no, he's not.
I honestly, because if you go put him in the top 10, I mean, that's right now we got 7 right here. Okay, right here we got 7.
Put Tua in there.
I was gonna say you got Tua.
You just can't put Kirk Cousins above him. Is why he's going to stay at 10.
His stats say he should be above him.
You got Purdy.
Yeah, Purdy up in there.
Geno playing better than Dak. Don't.
That's why I had to pull
Trevor
out the
Lawrence.
No, not right now.
No,
based off this year, no. Based off this year,
no.
Based off this year, no. I can't give him that.
Fields.
No.
Man, get out of there. No.
No, I ain't going there either.
I'm asking the question. Fields.
Baker.
Baker is.
I don't know.
Baker is playing well.
Top 15. Put Baker top 15.
We just talking about above Dak. How Dak has been playing
Josh
so far
Dobbs?
in this season.
No. No, this. I mean, come on, man. I'm talking about this offense is struggling. That's the only place I'm taking it to.
GBG.
Nah,
Dude out of pocket.
we ain't gonna do spec
No,
out
but
like that.
yeah, that's
I'm just looking right here at the list right here.
Up to this point, most of those quarterbacks that we've named, I think stat-wise, where their teams are, all that are above where, one, we expected Dak Prescott to be, but actually where he is, though. We expect him to be top 10, maybe top 5, and, 5 and 4 is not, even though when we work for Dallas Cowboys, 5 and 4 is not. It's not top 10 numbers.
By the way, the young rookie at Houston, C.J.
Stroud
has played very good.
Has he thrown an interception?
I think
he got one finally or not? Because
let me see.
I don't think he
broke a record. Yeah, he broke Dak's record.
He's got 7 touchdowns through the air and 0 interceptions.
So much for not having the defensive-minded head coach with a rookie quarterback.
Exactly.
They playing good ball in Houston. I think it surprised everybody new, and I know you surprised more than anybody at the way that Houston is playing. Because look, we thought D'Amico Ryans was walking into a dumpster fire, and it has turned out that it is not a dumpster fire.
The last 2 black guys did. With the dumpster fire, hell, I mean everything else.
It was his fault.
Yeah,
my brother didn't get a 6. I need 6 with 5 and 6 years. So I mean they gave it to him. But I mean,
oh my goodness,
it has been death. I mean, that's been a job of death.
No, it's not. It hadn't been a good look. But I tell you, job of death. Right now, I'm looking at my man Iron Mike. I'm like, Mike, this game right here for us, for this Charger game, this is a big one. Look, 2 things got to happen, though. They got to respond to the loss from last week.
Hold that thought right there.
That's a tease. You go to the tease with that.
As we get into how do you do that? What will be with Barry Church, Heckma Harrison, Danny McCray.
Got to point at him. Got to point at him. You.
That's how you know y'all both messed up.
Astro World. I knew he scrubbed. Astro World.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
To kick off the 2023 NFL season, Hugo Boss teamed up with the NFL and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection featuring hoodies, crews, t-shirts, polos, joggers, and more. The bold, unique apparel of the Boss NFL collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, at HugoBoss.com, and at Boss Retail Stores. #Be your own boss.
We got big personalities. We got big hair, big belt buckles. We got fans all across this big state and enemies in every other one. We even got a big star on the 50-yard line. Smirnoff knows football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks home or away, we rally together. We cry together, and we always rally cry together because, most of all, we got big love for them boys. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Head to the Pro Shop at Northeast Mall in Arlington, Texas on Saturday, October 15th between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. for Dallas Cowboys Collectibles on Tour. See rare Team Archive customized headwear, grab a gift with purchase, and enter for a chance to win a giveaway. Stay tuned for more tour stops coming through this season.
All right. I know that mall very well. Yes, sir. Thank you, Heckma Harrison.
Yes, sir.
Players Lounge brought to you by Tostitos. We got Danny McCray, we got Barry Church, and Louis Scruggs. We do have Thursday night football, so let's just go ahead and get that one out the way here. My boy Russ, that's right.
Danger Russ.
Denver is a 10.5-point underdog to Kansas City.
Hate to see it.
And Taylor Swift says she's going to the game. So give me Kansas City 31-16. I mean, the Broncos are 1-4. I mean, just. You the Broncos, you Kansas City, you going in here now just trying to kick them down. Let's just go ahead and kick them on down.
I think it's going to be a little close. It's Thursday night football.
Thursday night.
So I think, it's been a little iffy there. So I'm going to probably go, I got them at 7. I just don't know if it's going to be a very high scoring. And we don't know what's going on with Kelsey.
Defense, nice.
So I'm going to go 24-17. Kansas City, of course.
Man, the Broncos trying to give away everybody. They got some stuff. I'm shopping.
Frank Clark, you saw that?
Yeah, they got some stuff. They got some stuff. Hey, Chris Beam, I'm not going to do it. I know it's tampering and meddling. So I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to Swifties, and I'm going 28-17.
Fighting Swifties.
I'm just saying.
Church, what do you have Kansas City winning by?
No, I'm going Broncos on this one. Yeah, I'm going Broncos on this
He's
one.
trying to set himself apart.
Wait a minute.
I'm already. I had Chicago. Anyways, give me the Broncos on this one, man. I'm going.
You know what?
Good.
You're taking the Broncos?
Yeah, I'm taking Danger Russ on this one.
Let him. We just got to catch up. He set off. He went off on us last week.
I'm giving Danger Russ a shot right there. He's played Kansas City pretty
you
well.
just playing with house money. You just
I'm gonna go give me.
Hey, can you see what's in his water bottle?
Yo, what is going on?
Give me Danger
I thought he was
Russ.
joking.
Give me Danger Russ.
You know, if we win, we'll never hear the end of this.
28-24.
28-24.
We will never hear the end of this.
Danger Russ.
You believe in the Sean Payton. You saw
playing-
they cut Frank Clark. They about to play his old
Frank
team.
Clark wasn't making a difference anyways.
You know what, bro? You know, I'm starting to realize you be picking the teams that's in all your vacation spots. Yeah, he trying to make sure he can still go. I'm a California guy. They don't like to go ski. You want to make sure you don't get put out of the stadium. Like, I understand, dog. Want to make sure you still welcome in the city.
Let him cook, man.
My man, Ben.
You feel?
Next week,
That's what it is. Where he got his timeshare set up.
next week is Jaguars at New Orleans. So
We know how that's going.
Wait, you picked Chicago last week?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. That's good because goodness gracious.
Let's go. Hey.
Good for
Let's
you.
rush.
Good for you. Good for you.
Okay.
Good for you. I'll be watching tonight. I watch just because of this now.
I'm telling y'all, man.
Let's volley it back here to Heckma Harrison. Yeah, he had a nice little tease before the break here.
We talked about so many things, man. What were we talking about?
Big Mike. You said this one of them games for Big Mike.
Oh, he's got to respond. I mean, and I think from as a head coach, you talked about the record being 10-1 coming off a loss. Mm-hmm. So he's done a good job of getting his team's attention after a loss. But if they come out lifeless, if some of the things that you saw last week don't get fixed, if this offense looked like it's inept and Dak is throwing into congested areas, the wide receivers are not getting separation, you got a problem. You got a problem. You got guys right now doing a lot of talking in the media, and that's the one I just don't like it. I don't like it, and I wish, like, for them as a team, if they just shut everything down and just focused on, because, man, I don't know about y'all, and y'all can answer this question, that the outside noise, do you feel like it's starting to take a toll on this organization? Because when you bring up yesterday, Mike not leaving his office from an anonymous source, let's say an anonymous source, but let's just say if that's true, then it's starting to get to you. You're starting to feel the pressure a little bit.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the outside noise that I'm worried about, or more of like how much they put into last week, based off what happened to you in the last 2 times you played San Francisco in the playoffs. Like, you probably were all off season talking about the meeting that you were going to have against San Francisco and how you hoped that it would turn out. And not only was it not close, it was like, man, we ain't even, like, we not there. Like, what are we, right? So then you start to see CD say, man, I don't even know what the identity is. Before this, we were like, the identity of our offense is ball control, run the ball, be physical on the offensive line, and protect our defense. Make sure they now we don't know. So that's the worrisome part for me.
You asked that question, didn't you?
No,
you didn't.
Okay. That was someone else. I was there, and I would just say that just to what you said about CD. Like, he was upset, didn't want to do it, and his answers were short. And so I would say this week would probably be a better barometer of talking to CeeDee Lamb and just seeing how he felt. But right then and there, he just how quick can I get this thing done and get on out of here, because I'm ticked off. So I hear what you're saying. Like, what's the idea? Like, I don't know. Just like, I don't know. It's the next question. Move on. Let me get out of here. So there was a lot of frustration.
That's how he said it.
I mean, like I said, I heard a lot of pride out there.
Would you
Micah talking about, it wasn't just the score wasn't indicative of the talent, and then CD, I don't know what we are, and his whole thing. I mean, it was one question. Dude tried to follow up and ask, and he just looked at him.
Can you even answer it?
No.
At what point do you want to hear a response from CD that was similar to? I don't even know if did Amari Cooper do it in the media, but I know that Jamar Chase just was asked the question.
Oh, wow.
And literally, it was a message to who is his friend though of Joe Burrow, of like, hey bro,
let me get that in.
You see the questions that I'm getting asked? Okay, throw me the ball, I'm open. And the response was what? Three touchdowns next week.
They threw him the ball.
That's true.
Right? He go.
Damn Justin Fields. It's the coaches.
No. A.J. Brown had a conversation with his quarterback on the sideline. Mm-hmm. And then
conversation.
And then
yelling match.
Then what the result was, all right, hey man.
Yeah.
So, like, at what point do you say, all right, it's okay to hear that, because that's the type of talk sometimes when you say, okay, they falling apart, but then the next week you realize, oh, that probably was the moment to where they might become great at that point.
My fantasy team is all for CeeDee Lamb getting 20 targets on Sunday. It's Monday night.
You starting him?
I never have it. He's there, locked in. Between Lamb and Cup, man, I'm doing things. Okay. I had a high score last week, baby, in the league. So we're ready. We ready. Got Tua, Swift. I'm good. I just need CeeDee Lamb. Look, Mike can't lose this game. Mike can't lose this. I mean, and you really don't need to win 19-12. I mean, you fireworks. I mean, you're going to have a home crowd. Yeah. Okay? So it's going to be a home crowd in L.A. It's just how it is. The Chargers don't ever have – it's like the Clippers. Everybody coming for the other team. They ain't coming for you. So you're going to have a home crowd out there. It's Monday night. You saw what happened. Kellen Moore's gone. Mike has to come out here to pew. Got some fireworks.
3-2. That's crazy. Like, when you like step back and you just look at it, you 3-2 right now. It sounds like you 1-4.
But it's the Cowboys. You know how
I know. I'm just saying, but from a coaching perspective, like whatever happens after this game, you're gonna sit there. You're gonna say, all right, hey guys, we're 4-2.
We're 3-3.
Or you're gonna say, hey guys, we 3-3 going into the bye week, right? Versus like, hey guys, we 1-4, man. We 1-5.
You the Broncos,
right? Then it's a little different. So for us, is man, you got to win that. For them, it's like, hey, man, we got to just remember that this is just one game. And no matter what happens, likely, whatever you set out at the beginning of the season to achieve, it's still going to be available for you to get.
What is, man? Treating this man like he Brian Kelly. I mean, everybody out there on like
I still got some sugar in the Kool-Aid, dog. It's just not that much.
You don't think his offense is getting a little predictable?
Getting.
Yeah.
Is.
It is.
But Barry, you going to be, if I know who you going to pick, but if we come in here in 2 weeks and, like, we get Peter Rowe, like, it's bad. It's going to be, boy, I'm telling you some things going to be on fire.
Who you got more confidence right now, Brian Kelly or Mike McCarthy?
Mike McCarthy. Our defense at LSU is unlike anything I've ever seen in my entire life. Our offense, outstanding.
Y'all rolling. Y'all
Jada
rolling
Day,
offensively.
absolutely outstanding quarterback. Our defense literally cannot stop anybody, and that's no exaggeration. Watch again, can't stop them at all.
In NIL, you guys ain't got nobody?
I don't know if it's the talent. I don't know what it is out there. Them dudes just out there, it just don't look the same. But when the expectation is what it is, and then you go out there and
Y'all know who we watching tomorrow.
Okay.
Just Shador.
Who they got?
Stanford.
Oh.
It's a dub.
Oh man, we just trying to get bowl eligible, bro. That's it. We trying to get bowl eligible, so we cut to the Cotton Bowl. Don't make me travel. Don't make me travel. We go.
I will say this, and I was talking to Jacques about it because he just wrote the book on Coach Prime that got released this week. I said it is going to be very interesting of how many bowls are fighting over Colorado. Because just because you're slated somewhere doesn't necessarily mean you go. So
Yeah.
you could be, let's say your bowl tie-ins, the Cheez-It Bowl coming out the Pac-12, but somebody else may want you. I remember the year TCU was slated to go to Las Vegas for the Vegas Bowl. Vegas Bowl people are like, yeah, we don't want you. We want BYU because they travel more people to Vegas. And so they got bumped out of that and they ended up somewhere else. So people are going to be fighting to get.
So he's going to have the pick of where he wants to go. So he can go to take a Cheez-It Bowl and blow it out. Or he can go to a Cotton Bowl.
So, like, for instance, the Pac-12's got to tie into the Alamo Bowl. The Alamo Bowl people are going to do everything they can if they can figure out how can I get Colorado. All the bowl tie-ins they have, I'm just guarantee right now, they are going to try to fight and see how can we get Colorado in there because they're going to be a draw.
Because they need 3 more wins?
Yeah, I think.
So you said Dion not gonna win 3 more games to be up for the national championship. But we put TCU off of there again, Jal. Come on,
Nah.
you want somebody to get stomped? Just come on. At least they gonna bring some fans.
And what you do know is Colorado not gonna have Bubba Sparks. You better believe ain't gonna be no Bubba Sparks. They can have some recent.
Wayne ran them out for their last game.
We got Wayne. We have everybody.
We didn't have no Bubba Sparks.
Oh, yeah, I thought
They had Vanilla Ice.
It was really nice. We've changed management. I don't even know who's at homecoming's coming up. I need to go check and see who's active. we had
I upgraded y'all with the Bubba
we had
Sparks.
did Underground last time without Homeboy, so we'll see. All right, Danny McCray. Hey, I can't help that.
Wow.
I was there. They so the young kids didn't know. Heck. The students didn't know. They didn't know.
It's a cold world.
Harrisonburg Church. I'm Newy Scruggs. Media Mash coming your way here in 15 minutes on DallasCowboys.com radio.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!